it's about that time. We decided we were going to do something a little bit different today, add some different elements to what we already do. It's going down, man. I'm trying to figure out ways to break the algorithm, man. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to all our channels, all our different platforms. Boss Talk 101, Boss Talk 101 Prime Time. It's crazy. We got to get it done, though. Boss Talk 101, where the boss is talking.
Okay, let's get this thing going this morning. What's happening? What's good? What is goings on? What's good? What's good? What's good? Beautiful people, it's your main man, Big G. Coming at you all the way live. I'm in your space, I'm in your face, and I'm definitely blessed to be here this morning. I'm living, y'all. I'm in the land of the living. It is August 19th, 2026, here in the great state of Mississippi. You are tuned in to the Primetime Network. We are locked in with you. It's 7:02 in the morning. Welcome to Primetime Rise and Grind. I am your host, Big G. And there's nothing like waking up with a little Folgers in your cup. Ain't that what they say? I don't drink Folgers. I drink water. I ain't about to do that. I ain't even gonna give you guys the opportunity to dog me out and be like, oh man, you don't need to be taking no sipping water. It's rise and grind. Nigga, get up, let's get it. You're supposed to be shooting out some motivation, some inspiration. Alright. That ain't my job, but let's get to it. I'm gonna do my job to the best of my ability this morning. And I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you hot. I'm gonna give it to you heavy. I'm gonna give it to you the only way that I know how. And it's straight. Yeah. Straight up and down like 6 o'clock. Already. So, since we're talking about it that way, this way, and every other way that it can be talked about, well, first off, how y'all doing this morning? See, I'm about to jump into it, and I ain't even greet you all. How's everyone doing that's locked in with me this morning? Y'all know I'm not here for no long time. I'm in and I'm out. I'm in, I'm out. Today we're getting into what's the problem with telling somebody that their shit ain't good. Yeah. Sometimes the most valuable person in your corner isn't the one constantly telling you that your shit fire. Oh yeah, man, that shit fire. You hot, bro. Oh yeah, you gone. That's it right there. Oh yeah. That's gonna kill him right there. That's gonna take you over the top. It's the person willing to look you in your face and say, nah, that ain't it. And you can do better. This morning we're talking about something people have gotten way too sensitive. Way too sensitive about. What's wrong with telling somebody they shit ain't good? Real talk. Everybody wants support. Everybody wants encouragement. Everybody wants somebody to share it, like it, repost it, and tell them they're killing the game. But what happens when you ain't killing shit? What happens when the song isn't ready? The business plan doesn't make sense. The graphics, they look cheap. The comedy isn't funny. The product isn't competitive. The performance, well, it needs work. Are we supposed to lie to you just because we love you? Hell no. Sometimes supporting somebody means telling them the truth before the marketplace tells them in a much colder way. When did constructive criticism become disrespect? I'll tell you when. When we started to encourage the participation trophy. Everybody gets a trophy, but you ain't win shit. The person who won came in first place, got the first place trophy, and you giving everybody else who didn't win a trophy? That's bullshit. Yeah, that sense of entitlement. And there's a difference between you ain't shit and this shit ain't good enough yet. There's a big difference. One attacks the person, the other elevates the work. I mean, both of them kind of demeaning the way that they come across, but y'all are getting my point, right? When you have to learn how to separate ourselves from what we create. If somebody tells you your song needs work, they're not necessarily saying you're a bad artist. If somebody says your business idea has holes in it, they're not necessarily saying you're a bad entrepreneur. If somebody says your performance wasn't strong, they're not necessarily saying you don't have talent. They're talking about the current product. And the beautiful thing about a product, you can improve it. So, y'all know what we jazzing up with today. Y'all know what we're talking about. But before I go any further, before I move and groove, let me make sure y'all are tapping in on all cylinders with everything that we got going on. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Go hit the landing page. Boss Talk Podcast 101. Boss Talk Podcast 101. Primetime. Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. And make sure that you tune in 10 o'clock Central Standard Time when we go in depth with our good man Jonathan Shaw on Inside Speaks, military veterans point of view. Make sure you tap in, man. Tap in.
No, this is not a dream. You're in the world of Inside Speaks. We're inspiring you to find happiness in your world. Guess what? We outside with it. We like to hammock camp, bike, as well as Rook. That's right, I'm an Army veteran. I served 2 tours, man, with some great individuals, man. We had our ups, we had our downs, just like you go through in life. But I tell you what, I'm gonna share some of them stories with you on this channel.
Yes, indeed. Make sure you stay locked in. If you're an artist, excuse me, and you're having a little issue with pulling together, making your embed, cover art, and your audio match up so that your cover art travels with your audio file no matter where it goes, give us a call if you need some assistance with that. Is your cover art missing when your music plays? Having trouble getting your cover art to display with your audio file? We've got the solution. Just click the link, upload your audio file and your cover artwork, provide the metadata we need, and we'll take care of the rest. In no time, you'll receive a professionally embedded audio file with your cover art attached. Ready for streaming, distribution, websites, DJs, radio stations, and media players. Fast, simple, professional. Upload, embed, play. Your music deserves to look as good as it sounds. Click the link below and let us do the work. Yeah, definitely let us do the work. It's just that simple. Lock in with us. Hold on just a second before I move any further. Okay. Got a delay, like I got a lag. My system, for some odd reason, but that's okay. We're gonna sit there and fight through. We're gonna push through, as they say. Some people believe supporting them means agreeing with everything that they do. No, that's not support. That's a yes man. And that's not gonna help you. That's definitely not support. That's an echo chamber. Real support sounds like, go back and record that again. That mix isn't right. Your presentation needs work. You're charging too much for what you're delivering. You're not prepared. That marketing campaign isn't connected. That joke isn't landing. Your customer service sucks. You need more practice. You see, that conversation might piss you off today, but it could save your ass tomorrow. This is where reality enters the conversation. Your friends might lie to you. Your family might protect your feelings. Your social media followers might throw some fire emojis underneath everything you post. But the marketplace, they keep receipts and they keep it real. People either buy or they don't. They either listen or they don't. They either watch or they don't. They either book you or they don't. They either come back or they don't. Now you see, that's feedback too. And sometimes the marketplace saying nothing at all, is the loudest criticism you'll ever receive. Now here's the other side of it. Just because something isn't good doesn't give you permission to disrespect somebody. Truth without purpose can become cruelty. Don't just say that shit trash and you don't give them a response as to why. Because they want to know, well, why? What didn't work? What needs improvement? What would make it competitive? Give somebody something they can actually use. There's a huge difference between criticism and constructive criticism. Criticism identifies the problem. We don't stir up problem type shit. Constructive criticism helps somebody understand the problem well enough to improve it. Everybody around you shouldn't be a yes man. Ooh, how true is that? If everybody around you tells you everything you do is incredible, you might need some new people around you. Yeah. You need somebody in the room who isn't impressed by you. Somebody who can say, hey, Big G, man, run that shit back. You need people who respect the vision enough to challenge the execution. Because greatness isn't built through constant applause. No, 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 no. It's built through evaluation, correction, repetition, discipline, and improvement. This is important. Everybody says keep it real with me. You hear that a lot. Man, keep it real, man. Keep it real with your boy. Until somebody actually keeps it real. Then it's, oh man, that nigga hating. They jealous. They don't believe in me. They don't understand my vision. Maybe. But here's another possibility. Maybe your shit just needs some work. That doesn't mean quit. It means work. Before automatically rejecting criticism, ask, is there anything useful in what you just told me? Even criticism delivered badly can occasionally contain information that you need. Take the information, leave the bullshit, and keep it pushing. Just that simple. See, because you can't let criticism kill your vision. Now we have to balance this conversation. Not everybody giving you criticism knows what the hell they're talking about either. Yeah, you got to take that into consideration too. Some people criticize because they genuinely see a problem. Others criticize because they don't understand what you're building. Others simply want to tear you down. Yeah. That's when you need discernment. Ask yourself, who's giving me this advice? Do they understand the industry? Do they understand my objective? Have they demonstrated knowledge in this area? Because if you don't know what the fuck you talking about, are multiple credible people identifying the same problem? That's something to get you to. Because when 5 knowledgeable people independently tell you the same thing, you might want to stop arguing and take another look. Here's your motivation for this morning. Since y'all come on this thing to get you some motivation, right? And I'll be making my little feeble attempts at giving you something to inspire. Don't be afraid of somebody telling you that ain't good enough. Sometimes those 4 words can change your entire trajectory. Because instead of getting offended, you can respond, okay, what would make it better? Now see, that's growth. The amateur wants applause. The professional wants information. As a matter of fact, they downright demand it. Tell me what I need to do to get this shit together. Would you rather have somebody lie and tell you your work is great, or tell you the truth while you still have time to fix it? And here's the follow-up to that. Can you receive constructive criticism without taking it personally? Now, you see, that's where the conversation gets real interesting. And you know I got it on my mind, people. I stay with it on my mind. We have created a culture where everybody wants validation. But validation without accountability can become very dangerous. If I'm really in your corner, sometimes I'm going to tell you, nah, that ain't it. Not because I want you to fail, because I don't want you walking into the world thinking you're ready when you're not. I'd rather hurt your feelings for 5 minutes and help you improve than lie to you for 5 years and watch you wonder why this shit ain't working. That's love too now. That's love too. Your work isn't your identity. Somebody can criticize your execution without criticizing your existence. So stop being afraid of criticism. Stop surrounding yourself exclusively with people who clap. Find people who will challenge you. Find people who will tell you when you're slipping. Find people who will celebrate you when you win, but will also pull you aside when you bullshit. But hey, my nigga, that ain't it. And most importantly, become secure enough to hear your shit ain't good. And respond, bet. Watch what I do with the next one. See what I'm saying? Duck to water. Shit, hey. Take into consideration. I'm going to make my adjustments. Adapt, overcome, keep pushing. See, that's growth. That's professionalism. That's the grind. Oh, man. This has been good. It's a good conversation this morning. So let me switch cameras right quick so I can get at you for a little bit. I was having a conversation with someone, and they said, "Man, I be watching your show. I be checking out your show, man, and you always giving props and shouting out, the military. And of course I kind of jumped on the defensive when I shouldn't have. But I did. I'm just being honest. I jumped on the defensive. I said, yeah, I do. I said, well, why you talk about the military so much, man? You ain't never in the military. I said, correct. You're right. I never stated that I was in the military. As a matter of fact, I make it a definitive point to ensure and make sure that people know that I worked for the Department of Defense and the Department of the Navy. Yeah, I was a specialist. As a matter of fact, they gave me the opportunity to travel around the world on a lot of occasions during conflicts and situations that escalated in the Middle East and around the globe. Yeah, I had the opportunity to participate, and at the same time serve my country, right, in the job capacity that I was in. So when I mention the military, when I mention military veterans, it's because of the profound respect that I have for them. And I also know that it's an underserved group. It's a group that is that puts 100% of their lives on the line for their country, for the people and the country, not to turn around and pay them the same respects. From VA benefits to hospital care, PTSD treatment, um, hell, some that have gone into battle or going into wartime situations and have come back with less than what they left with. Arms, legs, the mental capacity, even the soul. Be fully functional, but the mind, the soul, is gone black. And it's hard to get back from what they've experienced and what they've seen. So the conversation ended up, it was a good conversation. It didn't start off how I figured it would have through the dialogue, but it was a good conversation because I had to explain my position and why I speak so highly of the military and our military veterans. The fireman runs into a burning building, right, to save lives. Yeah. Well, the military and forward presence every day and every step of the way, whether you realize it or not, there's a conflict that's going on and brewing. And we depend on our military to be there, stand ready, and to protect our borders and our shores from anyone, whether it be foreign or domestic. But these are the individuals that, we don't give our props to. Because we don't understand what they do. We don't understand their jobs. We don't see their jobs. It's only up until recently when you start seeing the military marketing the branches in terms of what it is that they do. And of course they show you the coolest of the cool shit. Jumping out of an airplane, airborne rangers, rappelling down a rope, firing automatic rifles, drone footage, taking out entire communities. Yeah, they show you all the cool stuff. I show you the SEAL team on an operation. They show you the night vision goggles and the nice equipment. They show you all of the fun looking stuff. But they don't tell you that you got a motherfucker on the other side shooting right back at you, throwing grenades at you, or whatever the case may be. Armor-piercing rounds, being shot at tanks. Yeah. They don't tell you that your best friend could lose his life. So, that's why. But, for clarity, and I'm not going to really get into every part of it, but I will give you the gist of it. you know. And I went through some of my old stuff, and it was not like I was hunting for it or looking for it, but I did run across um, this information, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a couple of things right quick. Um, I'm going to show you this in particular. Right, this parchment paper, and hopefully you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. This is from, of course, what does it say? It was a special act award that I received. And this was back in 1997. Damn. It was a special act award that I received back in 1997. Let me see if I can. Yeah. Back in 1997. Right. All right. Special act award. And this is from Captain Dieter Rudolph, in recognition of your participation in the acquisition, integration, and fielding of METOC, Integrated Display System. Your contributions toward completing this project on schedule and within budget, that's always important with these guys, are reflective of the team effort required to get the job done. Your efforts have contributed to a revolutionary capability for the Navy and Marine Corps activities and truly demonstrate the can-do attitude of the various NAVOceanal activities involved. Congratulations on another job well done. It's back in 1997. I'm not going to go into what it is, but yeah. And I've got quite a few little special act or certificates and little trinkets that they give you for shit that you're doing over time. So, to all the individuals that may tune in and have a little malice, a little hate in your heart, or some confusion as to why, I don't give a damn. I don't. It really means nothing to me because I know why I talk about what I talk about, and I understand the impact of my service and the role that it played in assisting the special boat units, the Navy SEALs, and the Marine Corps. And that's why those will always have a special place in my heart. I'm not saying that, there's any less for any other. I'm just saying that I was in direct connection with the Navy, the SEALs, and the Corps. Yeah. So, before I get on up out of here, let me just say this. Stay on point. Stay moving forward. And don't allow, remember, do not allow other people's insecurities. Don't allow other people's insecurities to diminish the light that you possess and that you're giving to the world. They'll always have something negative to say. They will always see the opposite side of what you're trying to get accomplished. But that's fine. That's what they do. And it's not for you to sit there and ingest it as though that people are against you. It's just that simply they don't understand and can't see your vision. And there's nothing wrong with criticism, constructive criticism. But you cannot also allow individuals that want to constantly criticize what it is that you do and they have no idea of what they're talking about. That's another part of it too. People talk to me as though they know me and have no true clue of what I've done in my life. In different phases of my life. I've done more things and accomplished more things at the highest levels for my country and for myself that don't need explanation. And if you want an explanation, go ask Uncle Sam. Yeah, go ask Uncle Sam. As a matter of fact, you just do it for you. Yeah, the Freedom of Information Act. And see if they'll redact the files and send them to you. Hey, man, it is what it is. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your presence and your understanding. And as always, beautiful people, y'all know with me, it's always about health, wealth, wellness. Yeah. Stay dangerous. Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime.